What up, guys? Joachim here, and a lot of people have used Anki. It is a flashcard system, and usually it's free to download. It's a free process. It's heavily used among language learners and people that are looking to get in. Really, you can use it for anything. A lot of medical school students will use it to remember information. The concept is the spaced repetition. It helps move things from short-term into your long-term memory, and that's kind of the general overview of why it's used. And the nice thing about it is it's free to download. You download it to your computer. You can create your own flashcards very easily. And yeah, so that's kind of the basis. It's something to play around with and to use. It's not something I'm going to be able to comprehensively cover in this video. But one of the downsides for iOS users or iPhone users is that the app is kind of expensive for what it is. I don't remember exactly how much it cost. The app if you have an Android, is free. And the downside of the iOS app especially is that you're actually not able to add cards. So you would have to create them on your computer and then use them within the app. So that's kind of a major shortcoming of using the Anki app for iOS. But what is also free is just to go to the Anki site and log in on your phone. So I'm actually in Safari on my phone. I don't know what I just clicked on. So if you're looking at the screen, I'm going to go out. This is just my Safari. I have all kinds of pages open. And so this is the Anki web deck. This is just the web user. And you can do all of the things on this that you would typically do in any kind on your desktop computer. So I can actually create cards if I want. So I can go to the card here. I have different decks that I have. So if I go out of here, I'm going to type in. I do a lot of things from the Easy Greek. And yeah, so I could put things on the front of the card. Say, I don't know, I'd have to bring up something that has some Greek in it. And so I can go here. Let's say we want to learn phrases from Harry Potter. Probably not, but, I've been using this to read. So Anki is something that I use kind of for my bread and butter. Not my bread and butter. It's something that I use to review these things, but it's not really my bread and butter kind of thing. So this says, could it be that there were piles of gold? He's talking about Gringotts, the bank beneath London. And so it says, Itan dinaton? Is it possible, or was it possible? Itan is past tense. Was it possible? Itan dinaton na iparhun sori? Sori? I don't know that word. Piles. Iparhon sori apo chrysafi. I think that's chrysafi. That's gold. Could it be that there were piles of gold, or iparchon exists? That there exists? That there exists. Could it be that there exist piles of gold beneath, or just that's far. That's enough. So if I were going to make a flashcard, I would copy that, just paste it in here, and then you could type in, could it be that there were piles of gold? All right, and then you click save, and it adds it to your deck. I'm actually not going to save that because I don't want that to be part of it. Actually, I guess I don't really have any reason. Maybe that would be a good thing to know. Itan vinaton. I don't remember what vinaton was, though. I need to make sure I put in the sentence in a way that I'll understand it. Is it possible? Okay. I think that's a better way to say, was it possible? And that way, when I make this flashcard, that will help me understand that vinaton means possible. And probably I want it to say piles of gold, not poles of gold. Piles of gold. Was it possible? Okay. And so now I have a flashcard that when I come back to it and I read Itan dinato na iparhon sori apo risafi, that I'll connect that to the word. I'll know, was it possible, itan dinaton, was it possible, na iparhun, so na meaning to, iparhun meaning existing, was it possible that there were, sori apochrisafi, that there were piles of gold. So that then, that's a flashcard that I can use and I can save that. Okay, so it's added. I'm going to go back to my deck and kind of show you a little bit more. So now, as you can see, I get 10 new flashcards per day. And typically by the time I've done the flashcards, I'll go over more of this process and my process of making the flashcards and doing the easy Greek or easy languages, whatever your language is. It's the same process. You would go through this, but I've reviewed these words, phrases, terms a lot by the time I actually put them into Anki to begin with. So typically I don't have a lot to go over as much as if I had initially done it. So it starts out with review. You can see if you look up at the top on the right hand side, on the left is 10, meaning the 10 new words that it's going to give me today, and that's all I do is 10 new words per day or phrases. Because that's at first that probably seems like not very much because you don't have much to review, but eventually as you get more and more flashcards and there's more and more review, that ends up piling up to a lot of review words every day. So you don't want to kind of overwhelm yourself because it'll make this whole process very taxing and you end up not really wanting to do it. Or you'll end up failing because of that. But then, so on the right-hand side in the green, you'll see 15, and that is the review words that I have to cover today. So this says, Aristera inne to cravati me to caro sintoni. And that means, like, on the left is the bed with the checkered sheet, or checkered bed sheet. And I click show answer, and that's what it says. So I'm going to click good, since I got that correct. It's the one highlighted in blue at the bottom. And it goes on to the next phrase. Thasas kanume mia periigise sto diamerisma mas. And we will do, something. Kanume is like an action. And I don't know what mia periigise sto diamerisma mas. I don't know this phrase. So we will take you on a tour of our apartment. So okay. Periigisma is tour. Sto diamerisma mas, our apartment, in our apartment. So thasas kanume mia periigise sto diamerisma mas. We will take you on a tour of our apartment. Okay, so I'm going to do that one again. So I'm going to do the one on the far left. It says 10 minutes, or less than 10 minutes. Actually click it. Okay. Magnetakia apotataxidi. So magnets from our travel, magnets from the travels. It does say our. I don't know that that's correct. Actually, I can check it though. I can see what it says by clicking copy and putting it into Google Translate. Google Translate's not something 100% reliable, but if you know the language a little bit and can kind of figure things out. So yeah, okay, so it's magnets from the travels, I think is probably a better way to say that. And actually, I can even edit that within Anki as well, and that's kind of a really good thing. So in the context of the video that I was watching in Easy Greek, I remember Dimitri is showing you his fridge, and he's saying, this is magnets from our travels. But literally, when you read the sentence out of context, it doesn't actually say that. And I'm currently reading it out of context. So if it were going to be our travels, it would be magnetakia apotataxidia mas. So our travels, but it's like show possessive. But since that's not in there, I could either add mas to the sentence, or I could just change this to the travels. Which probably doesn't make as much sense, but it's not a fail-proof thing. But I think it's probably one of the best things that we have. Asbume sto bagno. I think it's let's go into the bathroom, or I don't know. Us is let us, let's do something. Bume, I don't remember the meaning, so let's look at that. Let's enter. Okay, bume. Bume sto bagno. Let's go into the bathroom. Remember, this is a tour. He's showing you his house. He's just showing you the bathroom. It's not anything super weird. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna click again on that one. I think that was actually from the new category, so that was a new word. To opio in the, oh, okay, so I'm not going to keep going through this. I just wanted to show you guys, and you don't have to do it all at once. So I just did a few words. Maybe I'm busy, I'm getting ready to go do something. I can just click Anki Web and go back to the beginning, and it saves it for me. I can click save or refresh at any time. And if you're going back and forth between your computer and your phone in this case, then that you would want to make sure you save that more so on your computer, because your phone usually updates things pretty frequently. But if you're in the middle of something on your computer, you'll want to click refresh or save or whatever it says on your computer when you do it. I typically don't use my computer that much. I make these flashcards on my computer, but I don't typically review them. I review them when I'm out, when I'm at my lunch break, when I'm doing various things, and so that's how I use Anki. But Anki, if you have an iOS or iPhone, then I would recommend using the web format, because it's actually better than the app, and it's free. The app costs money, so until they come out with something that's actually worth paying for, or that is higher quality than just using the web format, then definitely do not pay for that app. It's not made by Anki, it's made by a third-party person. There is no reason for you to spend money on something that is worth less than what you already are getting for free. So, they're gonna have to do better if they want to pay for that. So, you guys take it easy. I will talk to you in a video coming very soon.